This just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
Going into space, mathematics, quantum mechanics, the secrets of the universe. It's all there. Life is fiery with its beauty, its incredible detail. Tuning into it, they want to shatter your mind. Talking about Justin Bieber.
Makes the catch. Ball game over. World Series over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
Where just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god.
It's pure evil. They're taking your intellect, your soul, and giving you Michael Jordan and Bieber.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
All right. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, quick backstory. I got this recording equipment in 2010, 11, when I was about 10 or 11. No, a long time ago, when I wanted to have a career as a rapper. Okay. Yeah. So my rapper name was Killa Kai, all right? But the thing about it, the reason that it was and still is a cool rapper name is because I didn't give myself that name, you know? People are like, oh, I got to create a fucking name for myself, man. Like, that's just what people were calling me in high school. That was it, you know? So, yeah, man, I just wanted to say that. I was given that name, bro. So, how many people were giving you names, you know? But I was Killa Kai, and I wanted to be a rapper. And, I don't know, I had this huge facade of what it was going to be like, and I wanted to be, famous and, get money, fuck hoes, and wear really nice clothes, right, and all that stuff. So I went out and I bought, this condenser mic with the pop filter and the MacBook and the fucking... M Audio Mobile Pre, what do you call that thing? Interface, right? All this stuff. And I was out there, doing open mics, Charlotte and what were the places? I did them in Wilmington, the Soapbox. Charlotte, I did it at the Evening Muse with Justice Shaw, long live R.I.P. J Smooth. It was fun. But my goals weren't in line with my morals, I guess, and I wasn't really mature enough, and I just didn't really put in the work. You know, I was cheap, so because I wasn't cheap. I was just funding a drug habit. All my money was going towards Roxy's, and I wasn't investing money into a real studio time that people were doing. You know, I was recording it right here on my mic and then just hitting compress on GarageBand and sending it out on SoundCloud. So the quality was garbage. The mixing and mastering was trash. And I mean, the bars were there. You know, I'm pretty confident in my skills as being able to be a rapper, but it just was I wasn't going all in on it, dude. You know, I just kind of half-assed it the whole time, and finally, up until about a few months ago, just for shits and giggles, I'm not trying to be a famous rapper or anything anymore, but I did meet a cool guy here in Nashville, and he's a music major at the college, so he's got a legit setup at his crib, and that's what he does for a living, so he knows how to actually mix and master and compress and all that shit. So I did lay down a track at his house a few months ago. It was fun as fuck. It's the only good quality sounding track that I have out of the 40 songs that I made. So at least I have that, and it's pretty cool because it's again, I use the word metaphorical a lot, but it's a metaphor because not only is the quality good, on it, but the writing and the content is also of good nature and good quality and healthy. You know, it talks a lot about like sobriety and like actually making money, right? Not like $30 for a fucking half-eighth, you know, like and just like working out and being at the gym early and whatever it talks about, right? Like the other songs that I was making were just so dumb. It was like talking about partying and like tattoos and like, you know, snapbacks and like sorority chicks. Like it was just dumb. I was honestly like I was trying to be someone else that I wasn't, you know, and that kind of does make me cringe today. But at the same time, it made me who I am today. You know, Killer gone but never forgotten. You know, so yeah, like so. What I was trying to say was the metaphor is the quality was garbage back then. The quality of lyrics, you know, and my lifestyle and drugging and partying. I wasn't living a good quality of life. And also the quality of the sound wasn't good because I was, you know, it was just like low quality. I was making it at home, and you know, I wasn't paying real money for a real, you know, producer to make it sound good, like radio quality. And then this song that I made here in town during my, you know, my new life had great quality because the guy actually knew what he was doing when it comes to, you know, mastering a song, and the quality was good. The quality of life, you know, with faith and health and fitness and all that stuff. So it's kind of, you know, kind of a funny metaphor. Anyways, so those were the days. It was really fun to record that song. It's on my SoundCloud still. It's like you look at my songs and like everything is released. It says 10 years ago, and then you got one song like 5 months ago. But I think it's my best work for sure. I was gonna try to like put out a little mixtape or whatever with this guy, but then all of a sudden he reached out to me and was like, hey man, I got a full-time job, so I can't help you with music anymore. So fuck, you know, God doing for me what I can't do for myself. Am I right? God wants me podcasting, I guess. He doesn't want me rapping. So yeah, anyway, rap is you know, I like to talk about music a lot, and you know, I like rap. I more than like rap. I love rap music, but I don't think rappers deserve the recognition that some people give them. Hear me out. You're just saying words, just like I'm doing here. I don't think this takes any fucking skill. I'm literally just bullshitting to you guys. And, you know, I do appreciate people like my uncle calling me and saying, hey, you got a good radio voice. You're a natural. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like that inside. It just feels like I'm doing something that's natural. It feels right. I'm not trying like I was trying to with that hat on backwards with the blunt in my hand and trying to rap about all the money and girls I got. Meanwhile, I didn't have $30 in my pocket, you know, just phony. What's The Catcher in the Rye? Great book. Holden Caulfield. I love that book, but he says everybody, you know, is a phony. And it's funny because, you know, I'm going to be jumping around a lot. I'm on a lot of coffee. A lot of fucking coffee. My friend, he said that he didn't like Catcher in the Rye. And that upset me because I think that's probably one of my favorite books of all time. And I said, why don't you like Catcher in the Rye, dude? It's about a fucking misfit kid in the, you know, the belly of the beast, Manhattan, New York, right? The center of the universe, as John Lennon put it, which I do believe it is true. But, you know, he said he didn't like it, and he said because it didn't have a plot. I said, bro, but we're all about the same podcast. What the fuck is a podcast about? There ain't no plot. You know, unless it's like a breaking news story about Pizzagate or Mar-a-Lago or January 6th or whatever. But most of the time, you know, it's the same guys that we listen to just ranting about life and shit. So, I don't know, Catcher in the Rye is like a 60s podcast in writing, not audio format. That's the way I look at it, right? You don't have to look at things the way I look at things either. So that's just my opinion. So getting back, don't want to go too far ahead in the weeds here. But, yeah, just talking about rap a little bit. It's awesome. I do love it. Like I said, Kanye, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Mac Miller, even Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Schoolboy Q. Yes, guys, I like some of the new artists, but you kind of lost me at Lil Uzi Vert and whatever these Gucci Provolone names are. Some of those names I don't really understand. Guy's name is Little Xan. Like, come on, dude, really? Your name is Little Xanax? Like, just name yourself Fentanyl, and your album's just gonna be called Overdose. I mean, Jesus Christ, these kids, man, rapping about. I don't even know what that kid raps about, but I'm just saying, if your name is Xanax, literally, like, yeah, my rapper name is Benzodiazepine, and this is my mixtape, 2 milligram bars. It's like, okay, dude, we get it. You use drugs. You're the coolest guy in class. I get it, okay? Jesus fucking Christ with these rappers. But I just don't think rapping is a huge skill. I will go and say, you're just saying words, yes. But however, there's some really amazing similes and metaphors that people use and wordplay and shit that you don't catch unless you read the lyrics. Or even if you see, like, I saw a guy, this TikToker, who has videos explaining what the rap lyrics mean, and he does something really cool with a Kendrick Lamar line. So look into that if you want. I do like a lot of the rappers, like, I don't know, one of Lil Wayne's old rhymes, right? He was like, tell him ketchup like mayonnaise. That's kind of clever, I guess. Or Joey Badass, 1999, the mixtape or album, whatever he called it when he dropped it. It dropped in 2011, didn't drop in 1999. So, joke's on you. But I don't know. He just has so many good one-liners in that CD. So, but I grew up playing guitar, and so I find more skill and impressive. I'm more impressed with people who can, I don't know, play an instrument or even have like a little bit of musical talent, whether that be like making beats on Fruity Loops Studio or, all the way up to like doing a live set on Ableton, right? These are different software programs. I never really got good at that because, like I said, when I was rapping and shit, I was more about just I just wanted to like get high and feel good, and then like do a song for 30 minutes. Literally, I would write the lyrics in 15, record it in 15, boom, it's up on SoundCloud in a half hour, and it was just trash, man. I mean, if I would have put more time and effort into it, I do believe I could have probably went somewhere with it, but those days are kind of behind me. Now, when I make music, like the one I made with that guy recently, or when I do things like this, I guess, recording podcasts or whatever, I do it for fun. I do it for me. I do it because it helps relieve whatever I got going on inside. And I hope you have something that helps you take off a load or whatever, For some people, it's painting. My buddy Mike fucking Hollis, dude, shout out. Great fucking painter. Hell of an artist, right? I suck at drawing. I suck at painting. I'm just a shady Italian insurance agent. So I could just bullshit you with my fucking mouth all day, right? My buddy, he's got the fucking hand like a wizard. He can just fucking paint a, little Mona Lisa or whatever. Other people, they like to do like gardening. They like to be dirty. They like to be in the earth and all that hippy dippy shit, Good for you. It's just not for me. With hiking and camping and all that shit, I'm just not about it. Give me a comfortable sweatshirt and the AC on a couch indoors. I'm good. I'll catch the sun if I want to lay by the pool and get a tan or go for a run outside. It's about the extent of it. So everybody, I'm just saying, everybody has their thing, man, right? And so that's also, again, the beautiful thing with music is there's so many different types and different styles and genres and art forms of music today. You can combine fucking grunge with hip hop, you know what I mean? Or like country and rap. It's just, you can do that today. And, you know, I'm pretty picky when it comes to what music I like. I don't usually pick, you know, stuff for other people or Jesus Christ, sorry. I usually don't like a lot of what other people send me. And I also a lot of people don't like what I send them, and that's fine, you know? I do love my sister, but she sent me like one song in the last 6 years that I've liked. So it's funny, though, we're from the same gene pool, but our pool of music is not equitable or whatever, right? We don't have the same interests in music. So, yeah, there's that, you know? And so rapping it is what it is, man. You're just talking, you know? It is cool when you can paint a picture with your words, and it is cool when you can rhyme orange with porridge and storage, you know? But, like, I think this. I'll end with this. If you can freestyle off the dome, I give you credit. That's that. If you can't freestyle, then you're not a skilled rapper. My uncle told me that when I was down in Florida. We were at Disney World when I was 8 years old. Traumatic experience, honestly. That's kind of another story, but I can tell you real quick. We went down to Disney World, literally the same reason as Tim Dillon shared on his Netflix special that dropped yesterday. My parents took us to Disney World to try to save their marriage. It's literally why we went down there, and it didn't get saved. It only got worse. But my uncle, we were down there, I remember, and I told him I wanted to be a rapper. I'm fucking 8 years old, right? And I wanted to be Lil Bow Wow. And we were at a restaurant, and he placed down a thing of salt in front of me. And he said, if you want to be a rapper, you have to rap about salt right now. Off the top of your head, you have to just start rapping about salt, right? So I was like, what the fuck? And so that's when I learned to start freestyling. And whoever's listening to this, I will challenge you to a freestyle battle. Anytime, anywhere, any place. I don't need a beat. If you do have a beat, I can rap to it. I don't care what the tempo is. People are like, oh, you can't rap to that, it's too slow. Or you can't rap to that, it's too fast. Okay. Let me know. Yeah, so, you know, here. Motherfucker, my friend Jordan just texted me and sent me a picture of Iceland. Dude, we were supposed to go there together. What the fuck, dude? Now you're just in Iceland? You didn't let me know? See, man, that's why you can't rely on anybody. You can't. You literally can't rely on anybody but yourself. A couple months ago, I'm like, dude, I'm going to have some time off coming up. Let's fucking go to Iceland or let's go to Europe. And he's like, yeah, I'm down, dude. Let's fucking call him right now. On the podcast right now. This is fucking bullshit. Look, he's probably not going to answer because he's getting a fucking handy in a hot spring from a Nordic queen.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging
Of
system.
course. Whatever, Jordan. Can't rely on anybody, man. That's what I'm saying. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here. No one's going to save you, you know? No one's going to save you. That's one of the best things. Lil Wayne was having a interrogation or whatever years ago. It's on YouTube. Look it up. So funny. He just looks at the cop and says, no one's going to save you. And the cop is like, is that a threat? And he's just like, no, I'm just telling you right now that no one's going to save you. All right. Jordan just texted me back. I'm in Iceland, and if I answer the phone, it charges the piss out of me. No shit, respond. We were supposed to go together. What the fuck? Oh, and now he wants to FaceTime me. Here we go. Yo, dickhead.
Yeah, what's up?
You're on the podcast.
I'm on the podcast. Are
Yes.
you recording right now?
I'm recording right now, and you're on live.
Oh, nice.
Dude.
What's the subject?
The subject is you, dude. I was supposed to be in Iceland with you, bro. What the fuck?
Well, I thought we were going to Italy.
I thought we were going to fucking, I don't know, Europe, dude.
Well, you said you wanted to go to Italy. And
Well,
we can still go to Italy.
You're in Iceland right now?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Are you with your girl?
No, I'm by myself right now.
Did you just go to Iceland by yourself?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, why not? But,
Because it's dope.
bro, what the fuck? You should have let me know, dude.
I thought I did.
No, you just sent me a picture of Iceland. I was like, is that Google or is that real life?
No, it's real life.
Fuck, dude. Well, you enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah, I've been driving all day. I'm so beat.
Dude, I want to hear more about it, bro. What time is it there?
I'm 4 hours ahead of you.
Okay.
It is
Yeah, so it's like 5:30.
5:24. Yeah.
Bro, that's sick. Are you driving all around, like, what's that city called with the R?
Reykjavik?
Yeah, you up there and shit, or you, like, all around?
No, I was in Reykjavik for the first 3 days, and then I got my car this morning, and I drove up the West Fjords.
So you're just driving around Iceland by yourself? Do you have, like, an itinerary, or are you just, like, winging it?
Just winging it.
Bro, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, it's, sorry, I'm taking a piss.
Nice. Are you going to, like, hot springs and shit?
I think I am tomorrow, and I can't remember the names are really hard here. They're hard to
Bro,
remember.
I wish I had your life, man. Well, I'm going to go, but I'll call you later, okay?
All right, later.
Have fun, man.
Peace.
See, that's the thing with people, man. It's like, just goes to Iceland whenever you fucking... I mean, it's a fucking Tuesday, and you're just in Iceland chilling, taking a piss? Some people, man, I swear. I ain't mad. I ain't jealous. I just wish I wasn't sitting in my goddamn living room talking to you on my lunch break. And I'd rather be in Iceland. That's dope. That's really dope. So, yeah, so about that, talking about my lunch break, it's just job, work. So my company laid off over 800 people a few days ago, last week. I wasn't one of them, thank God. But I kind of wish I was, because I fucking hate the company I work for. I do. I hate them. But gotta look at the bright side. Okay? If it wasn't for the phone scams that I run on old grandmas, I wouldn't have a one-bedroom apartment in the heart of downtown with a rooftop pool. Say what? So it's pretty dope. I mean, all that stuff's cool. And I've been there over a year, and they laid off 20% of their workforce. And my friend told me yesterday, who got me the job, who's been there longer than me, he said, hope your resume is updated, and I hope you're looking, because it ain't looking good. Okay? So, I'm more of a doer. I'm a go-getter, right? So what did I do? This morning, I applied to a company that is more reputable. Don't know what it pays yet, but I landed in an interview for Friday. Not saying I got a new job or anything. I'm just saying that I applied to a company. So a lot of people just wishfully thinking they could get out of the situation that they're in, but then they don't fucking, take action. I have no sympathy. Just like I had no sympathy for people in the beginning of the pandemic. There's no jobs. No one's hiring. Really? Because I got hired at Publix for $9 an hour bagging groceries in April 2020. Do you understand? They should have been paying me hazard pay, first of all, but I didn't even know that was a thing. At the same time, I was driving people around working for a treatment center. And I worked for a therapeutic boarding school in the beginning of the pandemic, so I don't want to fucking hear it. So many places needed people. You lazy liberals were just sitting there collecting unemployment that the government was handing out and not working and baking bread all day. That's the truth. So you're going to say no one was hiring. That's bullshit. I literally got hired in like a day. And I applied to a place today, and I got an interview today. So next time you say there's no jobs available, check yourself. Just check yourself and ask yourself, am I being honest with what I'm saying? If you can lay your head down at night and say that I feel content of my decisions, good for you. You know? Unless you're a sociopath, which I argue would be a easier life. Hear me out. They don't have feelings. They don't feel empathy. So they're less likely to have anxiety and fear and worry because they just don't give a shit. In return, they're less likely to die of a heart attack or have cardiovascular disorders or AFib or any heart disease or anything like that. Like, you know, I know a guy, I'm not going to say his name, but biggest piece of shit I've ever met in real life, and doesn't have any emotions, you know? They're just blank-faced all day. He'll probably live till he's 106, you know, because he doesn't have any feelings. Meanwhile, you know, people that love and are compassionate die in their fucking 70s and 80s, you know, talking about what kind of world is that, you know? That's where it gets hard a little bit sometimes to, you know, keep up the faith and just, you know, accepting life on life's terms, man. It's hard. But faith is a big piece for me today. I don't think I'd be where I'm at without faith. Like my company, I could lose my job. I could clock in right now at 2:00 and then they go, oh, you're fired. Like we laid off, you know, you and you're gone now. That would suck. But do I have faith that things would work out? Yeah, I do. Okay. So, yeah, man, where were we? We were talking about jobs. We were talking about things and Iceland and rap. And that's it. I don't really have any news per se today. I'm going to start like, you know, doing little blips of like funny like news articles, like not the ones that you find out that are big, that's on CNN, right? You know, and by the way, I challenge you to this. Go to your Google on your phone, click on news, and the first article will have the word Trump. I guarantee it. I've done it like 3 days in a row. They cannot stop talking about this guy. They're literally obsessed with him. Look, news, boom. All right, well, that one's Liz Cheney. Whatever. This morning it was Trump. Trump was the first thing on the news. He always is. They love him. He, you know, shout out to Bill Burr. He's their Batman villain. And you know, and they need a villain. Biden ain't no villain. He's, you know, he's blue tie. He fits whatever they want him to say and do, and he's just there. His son, on the other hand, is up to some things. He recently just moved, or not just, but he recently moved to a stunning estate in Malibu, right across the street from a treatment center. Coincidence? I think not. So he's probably doing his thing. He's probably like going to groups and then walking across the street, going to his mansion, smoking crack, you know, or whatever that guy does. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're listening to this and you are in recovery from drugs and alcohol, shout out to you. I don't care if you have 10 years sober or 10 minutes, or if you're fucked up right now. You know, I still love you. If you're battling with PTSD, generalized anxiety or depression, OCD, body dysmorphia, anorexia, bulimia, eating disorders, suicidal tendencies, you know, I just hope you hang in there. I hope that you know you're not the only one fighting the fight, and I hope that you can find somebody that you can talk to, whether it be the suicide hotline whether it be a virtual meeting on Zoom, whether it be an in-person meeting, whether it be a therapist, virtual or in person, whether it be a church group, whether it be me, whoever you need to talk to. That's the thing people don't realize. They think you're bothering them when they reach out for help. And it's actually the opposite. If you're anything like me, you're actually helping me more than I'm helping you. Okay? Because by calling me and telling me about how shitty your life is, it makes me remember that my life isn't so bad, and I'm not the only one struggling, and that my problems aren't the only problems in the world, and it gets me out of self for a little bit, right? So it's service to yourself and to others, and it's a beautiful thing. Healing, the healing journey is truly a beautiful thing. I'll tell you something about the healing journey if you let me. Okay, so there you have it. 1:35 p.m., 5:35 in Iceland. And, the only time is now, guys. So be here now. All right, peace.